Hey there, Retro Games fans. This is Andy C from Pieces of 8-Bit. Welcome to this week's The Bit Between, where we take a look at a game that I've not played for a long time, or in some cases never played before. This week we're going to be looking at the rude and ridiculous Conker's Bad Fur Day, which is a rare game from 2001, and it is one of the strangest games to have ever landed on the N64. And in this playthrough, I'm going to basically be diving back into Conker's Fur Day and looking at this cult classic that turned that cute mascot concept platformer into something a little bit more irreverent. You play as Conker the Squirrel, who is essentially a hungover hero. Essentially, he just wants to get home after a wild night out. Some of it, there's a little bit of swearing in it. It's quite mild. There's a little bit of swearing in it. It's definitely not for little ones, despite the cutesy look of it. But you know, on his way home, he ends up fighting dung beetles and foul-mouthed scarecrows. But there's also parodying of the likes of The Matrix and Saving Private Ryan. As I mentioned, it was developed by Rare, published by Nintendo, very, very late in the N64 cycle, and it is well known for its over-the-top humour, its movie spoofs, its surprisingly cinematic presentation, and, as I said before, despite looking very cutesy, Conker's Bad Fur Day was absolutely not for kids. Filled with adult jokes, lots of crude humour, and lots of fourth-wall breaking chaos, which you'll see pretty much as soon as we get straight into the game. So, beneath the madness, essentially there is still a brilliantly designed 3D platform, clever level design, tight controls, great voice acting, and some of the N64's best visuals and animations. So yes, how was it received? Well, it got very, very good reviews, 9.9, 9.8, really, really great and well received game. But I think largely down to the fact that it was at the end of the N64 cycle, it actually sold really, really badly. So despite the fact that it was amazing, we saw this with Eternal Darkness when I did the Cube review of that. An amazing, amazing game, great reviews, but then actually just didn't sell that well. Only sold between 55 and 70,000 copies, somewhere in that region, which is really, really quite low. And considering Rare at the time were absolutely top of their game, figuratively speaking, of course, there were some amazing titles from Rare on the N64. They were just in their stride. You know, we had GoldenEye, obviously, we had Perfect Dark, we'd had Killer Instinct at the beginning of the cycle, Donkey Kong, just some amazing games that have just been absolutely fantastic for them. I don't know whether it was the fact that this was more of an adult themed game or whether it was the end of the cycle or what, I don't know, but it just didn't sell that well. So let's show a few highlights of this first intro sequence. It does take quite a while, and then we'll get straight into the game and play for about 10 to 15 minutes, and then I'll let you know my thoughts on it. Just while this is carrying on, just to let you know, this is not a game that I really played that much. Well, I didn't play it at all, really. The only reason I decided to pick this game was because Rare, obviously, being at the top of their game, I wanted to have a look at some of the Rare games for the N64. And if you go out onto the web and you have a look around and you ask people and you look on forums and you say, what are the best Rare games on the N64? This game actually features very, very highly. So despite the fact that it didn't sell particularly well, it is considered a really, really good game and kind of a must-play for the Nintendo 64. So that's why I wanted to have a look at it, and because I'd not really played it before as well, I thought I'd come and have a bit of a play. I have had a little bit of a playthrough just to kind of get the hang of the controls, but I am very much a noob. So there you go, and there he is. There's Conkers, absolutely hammered on his night out, and he's about to go home. I mean, just tell you how adult this is. Look at the name of the sign on there, look. Yeah, he throws up in a minute. But yeah, let's get straight into the gameplay.
Sorry about that, old chap. Gonna go.
Right, so there you go. One of the longest opening scenes for a game, it feels like. So we join Conker as he is just waking up from his from his heavy night out, and yeah, he's feeling a little bit worse for wear. So let's see how far we can get in the next 10 minutes. Right, so over there is also a rather poorly looking scarecrow as well. His tongue hanging out, and he can only move very slowly at this point in time. Controls are pretty straightforward. You've got your sort of main stick in the middle, as you might expect, and then yeah, it's pretty simple. Oh, it takes a little bit of a while to get around here. Here we go. Right. Speak to the scarecrow now, who is also looking a bit worse for wear. Keep an eye open for what it says on his sign. And we're going to press B. Bit of fourth wall breaking coming up right now.
Actually, you'll find that they're context sensitive. And well, actually, they press B.
Press B.
Oh yeah, the light comes on, and it makes this nice ting. Right, a ting noise. You guys ting. There, look, ting. That's it.
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll press B. Oh.
I don't mind if I do.
So, what
Probably best we don't ask questions. Let's just go with it. Just roll with it.
It's sensitive.
A heavily intoxicated scarecrow.
Try over there.
Oh, that's handy. I've got to walk all the way back round again. That's useful.
Let's try it again.
Feels like a Father Ted reference on his sign there. That's what Father Jack would say quite a lot.
Oh,
Now this. This is what we all need after a heavy night out. How is this not a thing?
it seemed to me that these give me just what I need at that moment in time. Oh,
That's the cute squirrel version of a full fry-up, I reckon. That's the only good cure for a hangover. And the only one I'm aware of, anyway. Right, now I can run. They're just going to tell me now what I need to do a double jump, essentially. I've got a little spinny tail, which is very reminiscent of a certain mascot who's friends with a certain hedgehog. But obviously that is on a different system, on a different platform, which is a big rival at this time.
again to do that funny helicopter tail thing. Now that makes me harbour.
And also Conkers is a squirrel, not a fox. You know who I'm talking about.
Are you
Yes.
sure you got that?
Yeah, I got it. Right, okay. Okay, so I've got to crouch down with my Z button. And then I'm going to press that and that. Now, I'll be honest with you, the first couple of times I played this game, I really struggled with that. It took me about 3 or 4 attempts to get that right. Let's run up there. That door is now closed, so I can't go in there. So I'll just jump up this bit here. So yeah, you just press the Z button to crouch, press A again, and he just spins his tail and goes a little bit further, which is what you need. Right. Oh, I left that second spin a couple of times. Right, let's go wander down here.
Ah, who's this guy?
If you think you're coming this way, you can think again.
I love the accents in this.
You're a real charmer. I just want to get past, please.
No.
Of course, Rare, obviously a British company based up in Sheffield, I believe. And like I said, absolutely at the top of their game at this point in time. Fantastic studio. Synonymous with Nintendo back in the 90s. A lot of Rare games, which is some of the best games on the N64. Absolutely brilliant.
Discuss things of another nature.
This guys reminds me of the dog thing out of Ghostbusters a little bit, albeit a little bit friendlier. So let's run down here. I probably don't need to crouch here, but just to be sure, because the last thing I want to do is fall down the ravine. I have to come all the way back up again. So I did that on another playthrough earlier. Right. Right, in we go here then. Right, what we got? A random little key that I've got to chase. Now at some point... Aha, there we go, that's what I was waiting for.
Something missing here. Didn't I have a... Try pressing B and see what that does.
Okay.
Are you
I have
sure
got
you
it.
that?
Yes. So just something he's just remembered that he can do. For those of you who like Vic and Bob or Bottom, this will be reminiscent for you as well. Lots of British references in this, maybe intentionally. Oh, I actually hit him and then you couldn't see that was off camera. Okay, well, we'll get to do it again anyway because I screwed up. It's actually quite tricky to do this. I ended up running around, last time I played this, I ended up running around for ages. So there'll be a cut in a minute if that is how it transpires. Come on. Come here. Oh man, that was definitely a hit. Surely. These posts are a little bit of a nuisance. Come on.
One eternity later.
Okay, right, so there we go, finally, after running around like a crazy person for ages, then forgetting how to pick him up. Here we go. Alright then, I don't need to catch him again, which is a mistake I made earlier. I was like, now what do I do? And I went and tried to catch the key again, but that is not what I need to do. So, what I need to do is not nearly fall in there. Alright, so there's that little double jump thing again. We're going to go all the way back up to the top here, back to our friendly little gothic statue thing that looks like the thing from Ghostbusters thing. Okay, here we go.
The frying pan. You stupid little... Whoa!
Yeah, mock me, will you? Mind you, I'm kind of on the edge there as well. Alright then. Oh, well, that's useful then, isn't it? How am I going to get in there? And my guess is I've got to go this way. Yes, right, okay. Oh no! Catastrophe. Alright. I'll join you when I get back up the top.
I know what's gonna happen now.
So, I made it back up, finally. Got back onto their top there, and I have just gone on one of those little pads. Got myself some dynamite. So now, I have now blown a hole there. So I'm going to play for a few more minutes, and then we'll talk a little bit about this this rather amusing game. Right. Okay. I don't want to have to get the duct tape out again. I don't know whether I want to know.
Duct tape. I'll get him a duct tape, asshole.
A reminder, if ever it were needed, this is not a game for kids. Okay, so now we're back to Conker. I think, are we? Maybe? Okay, not quite sure what happened there. I think that's my health. I just fell down a ravine. Okay. There's a drunken bee. Oh, it's not drunken. It's just a sad bee.
Shall we do? My beautiful hive is gone. Oh, I'll never see it again now.
Oh, another cutscene though. I like the game, but I have to say the cutscenes are kind of tedious because you can't skip them. That is for sure. It's very bright and colourful. I think one thing I would say is it's graphically quite impressive. I think some of the N64 games do struggle a bit. It's weird. I think if you play some of the sort of 32-bit games, you know, some of the later sort of 32-bit era games, PlayStation 2, those kind of things, those games tend to look okay. And if you play the kind of SNES era games, the earlier sort of 8 and 16-bit games, they seem to scale up quite nicely. But for some reason, this generation, when you play it on a bigger screen, can struggle a little bit. So actually playing on the N64 itself in the living room on a big TV is actually quite headache-inducing at times. But this one is... okay, I don't want to go in there. That was bad. All right. What am I going to do with this? Okay, this looks bad too. Okay, these wasps are smoking cigars. That must mean they're mean. I don't know why that is. I'm confused at this moment in time. Right, okay. What's going on? I'm not quite sure what's happening. So yes, yeah, graphically, I find some of these games do struggle a little bit, sort of in modern times. Now, playing on emulators, so I'm playing this on an emulator for the purposes of recording, does definitely improve things a little bit. I find the emulators do tend to give you a bit of a better result than playing on the console direct. Trouble with N64 is the emulation for it is not that great and not that reliable, so it can be a bit of a problem. Alright, okay, that's going to take me back out, so let's not do that. So what do I think of this game overall? Well, I haven't played it for a great deal of time, I'll be honest, but I played a little bit more earlier as well, and obviously I'm just doing this sort of playthrough with you at the moment. But yeah, I like it. I think it's quite fun. It is irreverent. It certainly feels naughty. I think probably this is the sort of game that would have appealed to, I mean, when this came out in 2001, I suppose I was an adult by then, but I think 15-year-olds, 16-year-olds, I think that sort of crude sense of humour, everything else like that, I think would have probably been quite appealing. I would have quite enjoyed this game when I was sort of 14, 15, despite the fact that probably it's for an older age group, but let's face it, this would have been played by teenagers. They would have enjoyed the humour and the bad language and the silliness and the cultural references, I think, at the time. So yeah, I think it's really good. I think graphically it's really good. I'd quite like to play it a little bit more. Bit of a shame that it didn't sell better, really, and that it is considered to be a bit of a cult classic now, but only really sold, you know, in the tens of thousands of copies. So a bit of a shame, really. So let's just leave it here. Oh, I'm having a bit of a juggle now. Sometimes it's not obvious when I'm back into the game again, but so what was the deal here? Can I press B here? No, I can't. I'm just going to swing my... Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I forgot about my frying pan. So yes, I'm going to leave it there for now. Obviously, a few things coming up in the channel. More N64 games. I'm going to be talking about rare games over the next sort of... oh, that's gone wrong. Over the next few weeks, over the next week, really. Oh, I made the mistake and did it again. That was very silly. So yeah, obviously a very important publisher, a games house. Can I actually get this guy without him getting me? I don't think I can. So yes, so I do want to be talking a little bit more about that, so keep an eye open for that. Yeah, I am thinking at the moment, and add your comments below, I am contemplating doing my first live stream around Halloween. I'm only contemplating it, so no promises. I'd be interested to know if anybody would actually be interested in even watching it. I'm contemplating doing Alien Isolation. I've never played the game before. I've always been too chicken to play it, because everybody I know that's played it says it's absolutely terrifying. And so I've always been a little bit reticent, a bit nervous to play it. So I was contemplating either doing it for Halloween and doing a recording, or possibly actually doing a live stream. I have had a little bit of a play of the game just to kind of get a feel for it and get in the controls of it, and also get a little bit into the game for when the action starts to happen, because it, like any Alien movie, it takes a little while for the action to get going. So I thought I'd play it for a little while and see how long it takes to get into it, and then yeah, then we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I'd love to I would love for you to put your thoughts into the comments and let me know if you think that would be a good thing to do. I'll talk more about it on my Friday video as well, about whether I'm actually thinking about doing it, and yeah, I guess we'll take it from there really, and see how it goes. So yes, I'm rambling now, so let's call it for today. But thanks very much for watching. If you enjoy watching these videos, please do hit that like and subscribe button to make sure you don't miss any future content. I'll be back next Wednesday for another bit between. Obviously keep an eye open on Friday for my main video. Other than that, it just leaves me to say, please do all take care of yourselves. I will see you around. Yeah, bye for now.
Come on, huh? Come here, you shorty.